Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to go through a variety of topics, but this first topic, we're going to talk about the Tesla Model Y standard range rear-wheel drive and the problem with it and why some people don't really feel like it is a great deal. So we're going to take a look at it, plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. And shout out to my latest Patreon members. We got Nathan, Christian, thank you for supporting. If you want to check it out, Patreon link down below in the description. So we've got this latest post from Tesla North America on X. Model Y rear-wheel drive is now available in the US, starting at $32,890. Of course, a very low baby price after a $7,500 federal tax credit and estimated savings. Actually, a lot lower if you factor in the Tesla referral code as well. Discount, it's a $500 discount down below in the description if you want to get it, check it out and get access to it. And so now this vehicle is available. You can go to tesla.com, you can play around with the builder, you can add all the features that you want, and it starts at a retail list price of $43,990 before taxes, fees, or anything like that. And the probable savings price is where you see it right here, $32,890. And if you're looking to finance it, then it's going to be a 6.49% for 72 months. And so here's Elon's spin on it, or Elon's take. Quote, more affordable rear-wheel drive version of the Model Y is now available. Note, it performs well on snow and ice with all season or winter tires. All-wheel drive is nice to have, but not required for winter driving. I mean, he does have a point there. I mean, if you get winter tires, I don't know about all season tires, but definitely winter tires, a rear-wheel drive could do a little bit better. But if you're in an area that gets any sort of inclement weather like wind, snow, I would still go with the all-wheel drive it at the end of the day. But here's the first problem with the Tesla Model Y standard range. Here's a post from Jeremy. Tesla has no business making this car this slow, or a car this slow. Quote, at the Model 3 event, Elon said, quote, at Tesla, we don't make slow cars. 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds is slower than the Prius Prime. Shots fired. Actually and literally embarrassing. Tesla should not make a single vehicle that does 0 to 60 in over 5 seconds. So interesting post here. I mean, usually Jeremy does a little bit some troll posts, so who knows if he's actually serious or not, but he does have a good point. Model Y standard range, being the cheapest Tesla Model Y that you can get, is also the slowest Tesla Model Y you can get. 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds. It's pretty slow. 0 to 60 on the Model Y long range is 4.8 seconds. But the one thing here, that with any electric vehicle, the 0 to 30 miles per hour is a lot faster than the 0 to 60 miles per hour than any other vehicle, because of course electric vehicles have this instant acceleration, instant torque, so you feel like it's a lot faster because it's instantaneous. But taking a look at the Model 3 standard range rear-wheel drive, this Model 3 comes in at 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds, so just a little bit faster than that. And so that could be the one issue or the one problem with this Model Y standard range. But from my perspective, you know us, we might want to make sure we get the best deal out there, and I really cannot recommend this Model Y standard range at the moment, because yes, it is the cheapest one. It's the cheapest one by a long shot at what, $7,000 between the Model Y standard range rear-wheel drive and the Model Y long range. But you know and we know. But on this channel, we go and take a look at what actually are the actual prices people are buying at. And here it is. This is waiting for Tesla.com, where we can see that Model Y long ranges are in inventory at a substantial discount, $3,000 to $4,000, maybe even $5,000 off. And the cheapest Model Y long range that you can get in the country right now has a $4,290 discount at a purchase price of $46,200. Stack it with a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, where you can get an extra $500 off, and that brings you to a purchase price of around what? $45,700, where if we were to stack this up with a brand new one at $43,990, you're really only what, $1,000 to $2,000 away from a standard range rear-wheel drive to an inventory discounted Model Y long range. And of course, this Model Y long range, if you're in Colorado or if any market where there's an inventory one available, you're going to be able to take delivery of it within a week or two. Whereas if you order this Model Y standard range, we have no idea when this could be, because this is a new vehicle. They might be converting their existing inventory right now into inventory for this vehicle. But on top of that, if you don't believe in the long range, if you just want to get an all-wheel drive version as well, that's if you need the all-wheel drive, you can see it's kind of the same story right here. You can see here's an all-wheel drive version with 20-inch rims, a little bit high because of the 20-inch rims, but here's another one, Model Y all-wheel drive 5-seater with a $2,100 discount. In this kind of scenario, I would say definitely the long range is a better deal at the end of the day. But really, any deal that you can get right now that has a $4,000 to $5,000 or $6,000 discount on an inventory vehicle, then that would be the way to go, especially if you can get the Tesla referral code discount, which is $500 from the one down below in the description. But let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. I mean, 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds is still kind of fast, but also could be kind of slow. But we really want to see what is that 0 to 30 mile per hour speed at the end of the day. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link for support the channel. So definitely check it out if you're interested. Ramon, thanks for coming in. Carlos, thanks for coming in. Alan, thanks for coming in. Jordan, thanks for coming in. Let's go through some of your comments right now. Hey, Dennis, I just noticed now that they have more Model 3 Performance inventory. Should I wait to get one and hope for more discounts, or wait for new Model 3 Performance? Also, the new Model 3 Performance, more higher price, a plaid version, or as fast as the current version? Stats, we unfortunately have no idea, because there is no plaid or Performance across the world right now. In terms of should you wait, if I didn't need a vehicle right away, I would probably just wait for the new Model 3 Highland, unless a Model 3, the current version, pops out with like a $5,000 to $6,000, maybe even $7,000 discount. Then that might be a different story, because yes, interest rates may keep going up, but yes, the deals might get a little bit more aggressive as well. What do you like better, the Model 3 Performance or the Model Y Performance? So I've certainly, there was a certain point where I love the sedans. I love the load riding sedans because of the performance and the handling. But nowadays I do feel like I like the SUVs a lot bit better, because it's more sustainable, it's more usable. So I would say go Model Y Performance, but really it's whatever is the best deal. If you can get $5,000 to $6,000 off more, then for sure I would go with that. Carlos, do you know if the 7,500 credit will stop after December? It doesn't seem like it will. It's going to be changing to a point of sale discount at 7,500, but we have no ideas on whether this Model 3 or Model Y or any vehicle will qualify, because the restrictions of that bill or that law or whatever it is gets a little bit more restricted. It goes about up 10%. And so the Model 3, Model Y, and now even the Model X might not actually qualify for that 7,500, but we have no idea. But of course, Tesla's going to try and push the story that it might end, and so you should take delivery now. That's going to be their story. Alan, I would definitely agree. 0 to 60 in 6 seconds on a Model Y is criminal. Yes, exactly. Jordan, if it's still a Tesla, the pickup will still feel superior to most ICE vehicles. Yeah, 100% correct, Jordan, because that instant torque, that instant acceleration is really where you feel most of the speed, and the instantaneousness of it is really nice when you're driving around highway, local streets, or anything like that. Carlos, the 7,500 tax credit is not for the Model S. Unfortunately, no, it is not. It has to, for sedans, it has to be under $55,000 to qualify, and unfortunately the Model S is what, $70,000, and really don't think it'll ever get under that threshold. Only the Model 3 is at the moment. In this next topic, we've got a massive leak of all the specs, or a lot of specs, of this Tesla Cybertruck. So let's take a look through it. Let's parse through some of this, what has actually been posted, because a lot of details have been posted about this Tesla Cybertruck. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to Matthew. He posted this, confirmed the performance Cybertruck has the same tri-motor setup as the Plaid. Quote, I'm not going to say I called it, but I definitely called it. And from most of here, there was another post that they posted here, more shared details. A guy who was 5'7" was able to lay flat in the trunk. Very nice. No ramp built into the tailgate. Suspension more comfortable than the Model S and the Model X. I mean, I like the sound of that. I mean, the Model S and the Model X are more comfortable than, of course, the Model 3 and the Model Y because it has air suspension, but it can still be jarring because of how heavy these vehicles are. It does a good job with the air suspension, but over some bumps in like the California area, it can still be a little bit jarring. Turning radius is amazing. I mean, we know this because the rear steering has a little bit of a degree of angle, the way you can turn around and do U-turns really nicely. There's plenty of videos in that. Last bullet point is, or next bullet point, feels more luxurious than a S or X. I mean, that's probably because the build quality is built really well, and they had a chance to be able to design this from a more luxurious standpoint, potentially. The next bullet point, the Cybertruck delivery event has been scheduled, but not publicly announced yet. I bet they're waiting because there's a couple things coming up on the horizon. On October 7th, which I think is this Saturday, the Peterson Museum is about to auction off the first Tesla Cybertruck, so maybe they're going to be waiting for that. And on top of that, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a Tesla earnings call or delivery call in the next coming up soon. So that's probably where they're going to announce some of that, because they did release this. Yeah, so there's going to be an earnings call on October 18th where they're going to do a financial results of all this, the delivery for the Q3, and that's probably when they're going to be announcing the final details of the Tesla Cybertruck delivery event. Here's another one. Suspension heights show actual clearance instead of low, medium, high. Example, high setting is going to be 14.5 inches, right? That's, 14.5 inches. Really cool to see. Where's that feet? I have no idea. Performance version has the Plaid tri-motor powertrain, and I really do hope that the first Cybertruck is going to be a Plaid tri-motor from the release. That'd be really cool. The frunk is power open and closed. This means it can be used for much more often than in other Teslas. I like that because the frunk is cool, but I don't like pushing on the front. I feel like I'm going to dent the hood sometimes. So I do like the fact that it will be power open and close. There's no HVAC ports in the bed, but the mid gate glass does open. So the camping in the bed is possible with climate control. I do like that. That's like the bed glass area where there's a window in the back. It's going to be opening so that you could pitch up a tent, I guess, and turn on the AC so that it can stay cool. Really cool to see that feature will be coming through. The windows are not bulletproof. They are double glazed quiet windows. That's a big thing because with Teslas, because there's no engine, there's no other ambient noise. So that it is nice to make a quieter with a thicker glass. So I really like to see that. The floor is carpeted like other Teslas, not rubber like Jeep or Raptor. Like to see that because we can go ahead and buy our all-weather floor mats. And quote, the next one is Tesla is about to release a feature to allow users to connect the audio from the rear screen entertainment to Bluetooth headphones. As a parent, this would be game changer. I do like the thought about that. Can't wait to see. That'd be cool for people on road trips as we sit in the back or in the front. Next point, when asked about the range, the leaker could not share any info. I expect the battery size to be 120 to 140 and the range to be less than the 500 stated during the prototype unveil. My best guess is that the Tesla Cybertruck is going to have a 350 to 400 mile range, but of course pricing will be the other factor with this. Next bullet point from Matthew is, unlike other Teslas, the Tesla Cybertruck will have a spare wheel. Ooh, interesting. Standard on legacy full-size trucks. I like the sound of that. There are multiple tow and trailer modes. Really cool to see. The bed has 3 total outlets, 240 volts and 120 volts. Like to see that. Next bullet point, these Cybertruck seats are wider and more comfortable than the Model X. This is pretty exciting, all these different updates. The bed tonneau cover, the vault, can be opened and closed from the app or MCU. The tailgate can be opened automatically, but not closed. Really cool to see. And the front bumper camera is viewable from the MCU. This is an amazing feature for off-roading and parking close to another vehicle wall. The Ford Raptor has this, and I love it. Really cool to see. I think there was another post about having bi-directional charging for your home or something like that, but really cool. Oh, here it is. Tesla Cybertruck will have bi-directional charging and a 240 volt outlet. It does seem like this truck is certainly going to be stacked with all these different features, so really exciting to see what is coming for this. But let me know what your thoughts on it. Do you agree that some of these features will actually be coming out, or do you think this is just a troll post, or do you think this is actually legit? But we're going to jump into the next topic, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link to support the channel. Get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. Water break. But thanks for coming in, everybody. If you're just joining, we talked about the Tesla Model Y standard range and the problem with the Tesla Model Y standard range. Jeremy seems to think that it's too slow. Not sure if this is a troll post or a real post, but he does have a point. 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds is a lot slower than the Prius Prime. But really, my problem with the Tesla Model Y standard range is that for the price that you can get it at $43,990, you can also get a inventory, or not directly, but for a couple $1,000s more, maybe even $1,500, especially if you use a Tesla referral discount, just like the one down below in the description, then you can really pay just a little bit more to get a lot more range in a Model Y long range. So, and of course, get the 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds or 4.8 seconds at the end of the day. Let's see here, 4.8 seconds. So much way more faster. So that's really the issues I see with the Model Y standard range, but let me know your thoughts. Ramon, what do you think about the Kia EV6 Fast? Can I get one here for a 50K range? Good deal. Tough, because I like the styling of that vehicle. I don't like how you don't get you only get like 3 months of supercharging or charging. But if you don't do any road trips, the EV6 will be great. I've thought about switching off from Tesla to other vehicles, but we don't do road trips a lot. We probably do road trips once a quarter, maybe a little bit often than that. But the Tesla supercharger network is that bulletproof. It's that consistent that I have friends that drive other electric vehicles that have to use Electrify America or EVgo, and I just don't want to deal with all that other process, because I've done that. We've had the BMW i3. I used to super fast charge all the time, and it's just not as simple as a Tesla supercharger network. Tapia, thanks for coming in. Welcome back. Great to see you. Are you still interested in buying a Cybertruck? Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you. Yes, fingers crossed we can still get our Cybertruck, but we shall see at the end of the day. In this next topic, just a quick PSA, because now the Tesla Roadster is available and each and every one of you can purchase it and most likely afford it as well. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to Costco. They've now got this posted on their website. Now you can afford to buy a Hot Wheels Tesla Roadster. That's an RC car. It is available. It's available in the US, and you can purchase it and get it shipped ASAP. Really cool. There's a lot of buzz on this vehicle. People showing that which Costco it was available at, but now you can get it for yourself. So now it's a good idea. Maybe an interesting thing. Maybe we should just give away one of these. What do you guys all think? Should we give away one of these for Christmas or maybe even Black Friday? Maybe we're going to do a giveaway for sure this month in November, and then a big one in December. Maybe even, dare I say, pay someone's payment, but sneak peek there. But definitely, if you're interested in a giveaway for this Tesla Roadster, definitely hit that subscribe. Maybe we'll do this one next month in November if you guys like that idea. But now it is available. You can get it if you want to purchase it, $69.99 plus shipping and everything like that, and you can have your own Tesla Roadster in your closet garage. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're gonna jump into the live stream comments after this water break. But thanks for coming in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.